So the sun rays, they come onto the feet of Lord Ram, and then they move up to his body. Just to do that, they had to actually start a project, like with so many scientific calculations and so many scientific theories and experiments, so that can happen. Can you imagine? Every old temple in India has that facility, especially South India. North India has lost a lot of it in invasions and wars, but South India still preserves a lot of it. So can you imagine the intelligence which our rishis had? So why not have this wealth in locker? Instead of having it in locker, why not use it in our day-to-day life? So please, I beg you, please read. Even if you don't understand, even if you have desire to read, just that desire will make Krishna will make things arranged for you. So it's not like like maths. Like if I want my daughter to learn maths, I'll just put her to maths class, and then something will happen. At least from 0 to she'll go somewhere. This is not like that. You have to really pray, Krishna, I want to read this. Can you please help me? Can you please make things arranged for me? I really, really want to read it. So pray to Krishna, pray to that book, and keep book accessible. Keep it accessible. Keep it somewhere in your hall. Don't keep it up there in red cloth, tied nicely, so that it is not accessible at all. Keep it somewhere which is where it is accessible. Maybe in your living room where you spend most of the time. Or rather, keep the book open, so maybe it will call you and make you read something. If not a lot, but at least read one page. Start doing it. It will definitely get you somewhere. Yeah, it's a beautiful book, and it is a treasure, really. So don't keep it locked and then later on realize that you have missed something. Yeah, so let's see what we can discuss today in this verse. So Bhagavad Gita has 18 chapters. Yeah, it has 18 chapters, and it is divided into 3 parts. Yeah, so the first part is first 6 chapters, which deal with Karma Yoga. First 6 chapters are Karma Yoga. The middle 6 chapters are Bhakti Yoga, and the last 6 chapters are Jnana Yoga. So 18 chapters divided into 3 parts: 6, 6, 6, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Jnana Yoga. So if you want English translation, it could be the yoga of success, which is karma, the yoga of love, which is bhakti, and yoga of wisdom, which is jnana. So that's how it is spread across. So we are in the first section, the first 6 chapters, which is the second chapter, which is our verse. And that particular set is called the Karma Yoga, or Yoga of Success. So this is where Krishna is talking about how do you operate in this world, how does karma work, and he also helps us to identify ourselves. So he helps us to connect with ourselves. So this particular chapter, chapter 2, the title of this chapter is Contents of Bhagavad Gita Summarized. Okay, so the chapter title is Contents of Bhagavad Gita Summarized. What does that mean? It means that all the essence of Bhagavad Gita is in this chapter. So if not everything, at least read second chapter. It's powerful, and it is packed with all the information there. So you see, somebody who is a very good speaker, what will he do? First, he will introduce the topic. First, he will say, this is what I'm going to talk about. And then he will talk about it. And then again, at the end, he will summarize. So Krishna is the best speaker we have. So in first chapter, he's not speaking actually. It is setting of the scene, and Arjun is getting confused, and he has started asking questions. So he doesn't speak in first chapter. Krishna only starts talking in second chapter. So in second chapter, he actually summarizes everything. He gives us everything which we need in second chapter. And then from 3rd to 17, he starts breaking up things based on what questions Arjun is asking him. And then in 18th chapter, again, he does the same thing. Again, he concludes, summarizes, and says, now I have given you everything. All the knowledge I have given. Now you decide what you want to do. Isn't it? We, especially as a parent, you want to tell your child, do this, do that. We are so controlling. But God, my daughter gives me this lesson sometime. Like, Mummy, even Krishna tells Arjun, do what you want, and you want me to follow your orders like that. Sometimes we are so controlling, not only of, as a parent, but so many aspects of our life. We want everything to happen as per my way. No, my way is highway. No other way, isn't? And that's why we clash. We have clashes with our spouse. We have clash with our friends, with our relatives, with our children. Because I want to control everything. Because I feel my understanding is the best understanding. Yeah, that's the problem. When we start analyzing and keep Krishna in the center, then what happens is everybody is serving Krishna. When everybody is serving Krishna, then there are no clashes. Have you seen when there is like a lake which is still and somebody throws a stone in it, what happens? There are ripples, isn't it? There are circles, ripples. And then somebody throws another stone somewhere, then there are another ripples. And then slowly what happens? All these ripples, they start clashing with each other. That's what is happening with us, because we all have our own centers. Like, मैं जो बोल रही हूँ वही सही है. What I'm saying is correct. Husband is saying the same, wife is saying the same, children are saying the same. Especially when they go to a teenage, when they have their own individual personality, then you will have these more ripples in the family. But when Krishna is in the center, everybody is having only one sync, and everybody is in sync, because they are not thinking about anything else. They are just serving Krishna. So that's why keeping Bhagavad Gita in the center of our life, in the center of our family, is so important, that it then helps us to align our plans as per Krishna's plans. It is said that, just like as a joke, that if you want to make Krishna laugh, tell him your plans, because you are making your own plans while he has his own plans for us, isn't it? So that's very funny, and that's true as well. We have so many things going on. So so what we discussed, 18 chapters, 666, karma, bhakti and jnana. Yeah. Now let's go into the first 6 chapters, which is karma yoga. In the first 6 chapters, we are in second chapter. So second chapter, as I mentioned, contents of Bhagavad Gita summarized. So it is summary of the entire Bhagavad Gita. So to remember this, there are 4 aspects which Krishna covers which Krishna speaks about in this particular chapter. There are 4 aspects. The first aspect is Guru. So what Krishna does is, so this is where Arjun is so confused. He's like, my brain isn't working. I'm so confused. I can see Bhishma, who is my great-grandfather in front of me. I see Dronacharya, who is my teacher. And I see so many my uncles and my cousins and my brothers. I don't want to kill them. And by killing them, will I be even happy? Will I be able to happily rule the kingdom? What I'll get through this fight? So he is confused. Shall I do it or shall I not do it? Because one side, there is all this injustice which has happened to Pandavas. And then on one side, there is this love which he has for them. And then he comes to a place where he is saying, Krishna, I will rather beg. I will rather go to a forest and beg. But I don't want to do this. This is a crime. I don't want to do this. And that's when Krishna starts speaking. And before that, actually, he says, Sadi mam tvam prapannam. So he says, Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava. I have this misery into me. Karpanya dosho means misery. So I'm not able to think straight. Sadimam tvam prapannam. Take control of me and instruct me, and I accept you as my teacher. Shishyasteham sadimam tvam. So I accept you as my teacher. Please accept me as your shishya and guide me. So that's when Krishna opens his mouth. Otherwise, what happens is with us, when we are dealing with our friends or even our children, as soon as they come up with something, we start giving advice, isn't it? But look at Krishna. He's teaching us. Every point, he's teaching us so many things. So that Bhagavad Gita which is on your shelf has to be opened and you have to start reading. There is so much of nectar in this. So Krishna here, he's teaching that he is patient, and he's listening everything. And when finally Arjun says, please help me. Please give me something. I am not able to deal with this. Then he speaks. So so that's the first part. That's the first part of chapter 2, Guru. So he accepts Krishna as his Guru. The second part of chapter 2 is identity. What is our identity? Yeah? Do we have soul or do we have body? What do you think? How many of you say we have soul? Better not to raise hand at Okay, how many of you say you have soul? Okay. And how many of you say you have body? How many of you feel this is one and the same thing? Do you feel it is one and the same thing? It's not. We are actually spirit souls who have body. That's our true nature. We are souls, spirit soul. We are part and parcel of Krishna. And we are here, we have body. So now I am in a female body. Maybe in past I had a male body. Maybe before that, maybe tree, dog, whatever, don't know. So many lives we have taken. So we have changed so many dresses. And how do we get this dress? We get this dress based on our vasana or our desire, our aspirations. This is what I want to do. And then, poof, Krishna is so... Okay, go do it, But Krishna really wants us to be back. Krishna wants us to be back with him in spiritual world. I'm so sorry. So Krishna wants us back in spiritual world. So that's what he wants. But what do we want? We want roti kapda makan and then bigger makan, bigger, all these things. There is never-ending thirst. Never-ending thirst. I remember when I got my first salary, I was like, so much money. So much money. And now, even after 18 years of working, I feel, my salary is less. Because the greed never ends. The greed never ends. You will never feel it is enough. Now it is enough. Now I will close my business and I will just do bhakti. This will never happen. There will be a never time where you will feel, now I have time, let me read Bhagavad Gita. It will never happen. You have to really take out that time and read Bhagavad Gita. You have to beg, have to pray and cry, Krishna, please help me. I want to read, but I don't have time. Make time for me. Krishna is time. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I am time. So he can expand. All of us have 24 hours. Anybody has 26, 35 or 23, no? Everybody has 24 hours in their day. Even Prime Minister has, and somebody who is a beggar has the same time. What we do with that time? Actually, Krishna is time himself. And when we waste time, we are actually disrespecting divinity because we are wasting that time. And now that we have this rectangle, this is Apsara actually. In modern world, this is Apsara. Because this Apsara is taking so much of your time that you don't even know. You don't even know what this is doing to you. Actually, really. I mean, as soon as, I'm not saying that I'm Sadhu Sant, I'm trying. As soon as you pick up that, you're just going on. I'm like, 30 minutes, oh my God. It's such a waste of time. So we really have to keep in touch with the Shastra. With what our sages, our acharyas have given us. They have worked hard. And it's so easy to have Bhagavad Gita. Now you can open on your phone, you can have apps and copies and so many things. In fact, you can have Bhagavad Gita in every room of your house. It's so easy. In olden days, they used to have Bhagavad Gita on those palm leaves. They used to write and then it used to get passed. So that's why it was oral reception. Guru Shishya Parampara, that you hear, and they were ek party. Ek party means once you hear, you remember. And for me, if I go from my kitchen platform to fridge to get something, I open my fridge, I'm like, what did I want? That's our state. That's our state. We don't remember anything. Forget about remembering shlokas and things like that. So we really are very miserable. And our state is much more miserable than our parents and things like that. If you look, my father-in-law, he remembers entire phone diary. All the numbers he remembers by heart. He doesn't like us. I don't even know my own number. He doesn't like us go and call. He would just type in the number and he will call. I'm like, look at that. And I wouldn't do that. Even if I'm more educated, so-called, I cannot do that. So we are degrading. Just compare yourself with your parents, with your older generation. We are actually degrading, unfortunately. So we have to hold on. So what are we, as this generation, what are we going to give to our children? What is it which we are going to pass? Because they have everything. My daughter doesn't ask me anything. She asks everything to Alexa. So Alexa is giving her all the answers. So what is it? As a parent, what am I giving? What is, as a parent, as a mother, what is it which I can give her in life? So that we have to really understand. And then if we don't work on this aspect, then what will happen is they will not have respect for us. Because even we don't know, Alexa knows. So they will be happy with that. And they will not know where to go when they are in trouble. When life crushes them, where will they go? They can't even come to you because they are seeing even you are getting crushed. So definitely these people don't have answer. So we really have to read Bhagavad Gita. So I really beg, don't keep that Bhagavad Gita on your shelf. Open it from the plastic cover, let it breathe, and keep it in front somewhere where you can see it every day that I have to read you, I have to read you. Pray to your Lord that please allow me to read. And it is very simple. It's very simple. Srila Prabhupada has made it so simple. There is Sanskrit, and then every word there is translation. And then after that there is purport, which explains what that verse means. And there are so many classes online as well. You can just type BG and the number, and you will get, BG is Bhagavad Gita, and the number of the verse, and you will get the description. So everything is so easily accessible. It's like, it's so simple and so easy that you can just miss it. So please, let's not die without reading Bhagavad Gita. And we might feel that, other people die. Isn't it? Everybody feels other people die. Isn't it? But we will not die. This person died, that person died, he got cancer and he died within. But I will not die. I will stay. I am immortal. So that is our illusion, unfortunately. And we stay in that illusion. So come out of that illusion. There's a in Srimad Bhagavatam, we have Parikshit Maharaj, who got cursed that he would die in 7 days. So blessed he was that he at least knew he will die in 7 days. We don't even know if we have 7 minutes. And that's the reality. But look at the influence of Kali Yuga, and look at the influence of this Apsara and so many other aspects that this is truth, but we just not accepting it. Isn't it? There is no truth than this. That death is certain for anybody and everybody, isn't it? And it can come any time. We know it, but we are still so ignorant. And people are dying left, right, and center around us, isn't it? Around us, people are dying, but still we are so ignorant about it. Srila Prabhupada talks about this. He gives an example, which might be a little bit harsh, but I'll still say, because all your Bhagavad Gitas are on the shelf, which is hurting me. So, Srila Prabhupada gives this example of a slaughterhouse in India. So there's a slaughterhouse, and besides slaughterhouse, in a small fence, not even a fence, a little area, there are more animals which are supposed to get slaughtered. And this person is, slaughterman is slaughtering the animal, and what are those goats doing, or what those animals doing? They are eating the grass. They're eating the grass because they're not seeing what's happening. That's our condition, actually. And then what the slaughterman does, he goes there, shows the grass, and then gets that, and the goat actually walks to kill itself. This is our condition. We are walking into it. When we pick up this unnecessarily, sometimes actually for something, but we do something else. And we are like, oh, I had actually picked up to call this person, and I didn't do that, and I wasted my time. So we are like that animals. We're so ignorant that we are walking into our own, dying before dying. This is called dying before dying. So we have to awaken ourselves by this Shastra. This is living Shastra. This is 5,000 year old, but this is for us. It is as relevant as any other thing. which you might. And when you start reading, you will understand that, why didn't I read it before? Why didn't I read it before? Misery will not tell you that, you are going to meet with an accident after 7 days. No, it just hits you. Misery hits you. So before it hits you and you are not able to take it, surrender yourself to Lord and say that what. And then when misery hits you, then you will be ready to face it. You'll be ready to face it. Yeah. So that was a little bit of detour. So we discussed second chapter, Gita, and second chapter, 4 aspects. First we discussed, what was the first thing which this chapter says? Guru, perfect. And the second one is identity. And what's the identity? That we are eternal soul and we are part and parcel of Lord. And Lord wants us back. We are not supposed to take birth. We are not supposed to change our dresses eternally. We are supposed to finally understand that this is not why I'm here. Thank you so much for joining. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We're not supposed to have these desires and keep coming again and again. We're supposed to go back and finally call it a day. Yeah, call it a day. And then the third aspect which Krishna says in chapter 2 is about our duties. So we have 2 duties which we have to do in this human life. Animal life has certain limitations to it. Yeah. For example, a cat can eat, but cat will not keep food for other cat. Yeah, that a human being can do. Actually, a human being can save for 4 generations. So that's what we are doing. So we are earning so much. We are trying to take care of all our generations. And I mean, yeah, that's good thing. But why are we doing that? Are we saying that our children are good for nothing and they won't be able to have their own thing? And we are just trying to make their life easy. And you see that as we are doing it, the next generation is becoming more and more weaker and is more and more lazier, and you cannot give them the values just by telling them. They have to go through it. You can't tell them about misery. You can't tell them, oh, we were so poor. They will never experience it. They will have to go through that to understand or to get that value. So instead of doing all that, we do our duty, of course, but we have to also see what is my duty, what is my Sanatan Dharma. So there are 2 duties we do, which Krishna says in second chapter, the third point. So the first duty is Swadharma. The first duty is Swadharma. What is Swadharma? I am in a female body. I am wife. I am a mother. I am an employee. I am a daughter. I have duties in all these roles. So I have to be ideal in all these roles. So that is our Swadharma. Yeah? So that's what we perform in this body. So when we are a student, we do our studies. So that is our Swadharma. That's what Bhagavad Gita says. When we are in when somebody is a man body, his responsibility is to take care of family and take care of himself, his children, his wife. So that's his Swadharma. Yeah? And then the second dharma is Sanatan Dharma or Nitya Dharma. So Sanatan means timeless. So you be man, female, anything in any life, this Sanatan Dharma will not change. And Sanatan Dharma is understanding that we are eternal part and parcel of Krishna and that we are supposed to go back. Krishna is waiting for us. So that is Sanatan Dharma. So the 2 duties which we have. The first duty is the duty for this world. Now that I have taken this birth, I am in this life, these souls are associated with me as a different relationships, as husband, as child, as mother, as father, as friends. I have duties towards them. I have duties towards my society, towards the country. But the bigger duty is our Nitya Dharma or Sanatan Dharma. So these 2 duties should go side by side. But if you look in your life, what are we doing? Where are we contributing? Are we really doing 50-50? Or are we doing 100-0? So we have to try and ratio it. We have to do this too. And then our Swadharma will start reducing as we age. Our Swadharma will start reducing. Yeah, all those duties will start reducing, and our Nitya Dharma should start taking up more and more space. And if we don't do that, we see elderly people scrolling on phone. It is unfortunate to see that. They should be busy reading scriptures. They should not have time, actually. They should not have time. Or whenever I go back to India and some of my relatives say, "Arey, you don't call at all." I'm like, why do you want me to call? I mean, of course, with all due respect, they miss me, which with a lot of love, they say, I'm like, why are you even busy with your phone? Or, why are we in this situation that we need something or somebody to entertain ourselves? This Shastra, this is like nectar. I mean, is this Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, who says, Srimad Bhagavatam is like my bandhu, my sakha. Sanatan Goswami says that Srimad Bhagavatam is my friend. He is my bandhu. So we don't need any other relationships. Of course, we need but we do that duties and we understand that these are my relationships for this body, for this particular birth which I have taken. But my eternal dharma, my Sanatan dharma, Nitya dharma stays as it is. And that Sanatan dharma is to have my connection with my Lord, Shri Krishna. So the first one was Guru. The second one is identity. And what is our identity? We are soul, and we are eternal part and parcel of Lord. And the third one is two duties. We have Nitya Dharma, which is Sanatan Dharma, and Swadharma, which are duties for this world, for this birth. And then the last one is Atmaram. The last one is Atmaram. So Atmaram means the one who transcends these dualities of life. So when there are good times, we are happy. Then when there are bad times, we are sad. Then again, there are good times. So we always keep waiting for summer. And then it is too hot, we wait for rain. And then again, winter comes, again we wait. So we always waiting. So this business keeps on happening. So when are we going to become happy then? So the one who transcends these dualities of life, which it throws, these miseries of life, is termed as Atmaram. So if we look at it, the first one is Guru, identity, two duties, and Atmaram. So so this is an abbreviation for Gita, Gita. G is for Guru, I, identity, T, two duties, and the A, Atmaram. So this is how you remember second chapter. So the second chapter, the overall the title of the chapter is Contents of Bhagavad Gita Summarized. And this abbreviation, Gita, if you remember this, you will remember entire chapter 2, which is Arjun takes Guru, which is Krishna himself. First, identify the Guru, because even if you forget about spiritual knowledge, but even material knowledge, you need to go to school to take, you can't just take book and study by yourself. You need teacher. Even if walking ability is there in child, the child has to be taught to walk. So the ability is there, but we need someone, we need an authority to kindle that ability which is within us, and then help us to grow. Yeah. So that's Guru, identity, which we said soul, and we are eternal part and parcel of Krishna. And then two duties, Swadharma, Sanatan Dharma, and last one is Atmaram. So the one who transcends the dualities of life, and in happiness or distress, they stay equipoised, they stay balanced. That personality is called Atmaram. So that's our goal. So remember these four things. If not anything, whatever I have said, remember this. Gita, chapter 2, 4 aspects. Don't forget it. And when you go home, please read Bhagavad Gita. So we have some time. Let's look at this beautiful verse. So in this verse, when Arjun is confused about, okay, now these are relatives in front of me and I don't want to kill them. That's when Krishna starts telling him about, we are in verse 21, which is the second part, which is identity. He's explaining about our identity, that you are eternal soul. A soul cannot be killed. A soul you cannot be burned by fire. Soul is eternal. It is always living. When a person dies, the soul just changes its body. If it has some desires, it takes physical body, which is material body. If it gets liberated, then it takes spiritual body. So the body it takes. If it gets liberated, then it is spiritual body. If it has desires, then you take material body. But body it definitely takes. So that's what Krishna is trying to explain Arjuna. So let's possibly look at some aspects of this. everything has its proper utility. So Krishna, because Arjun is now in this state that this anger and this fighting is injustice. And we shouldn't be murdering anybody. But Krishna is trying to explain him that you have to do your dharma because you are a Kshatriya. And a dharma of Kshatriya is to fight for justice and ensure that there is no injustice. And if you don't do your dharma, then anyways you will go to hell because you are not doing your duty in first place. So that's what Krishna is trying to explain him. And so in Manu Samhita it says the law book of mankind, which is Manu Samhita, it is supported that a murderer should be condemned to death so that in his next life he will not have to suffer for the great sin he has committed. So this might, it's a bit difficult to understand, but if you really think over it, whatever he has done, if he has murdered somebody, whatever he has done, if he does not get its punishment in this life, what will happen? He will anyway has to go through the suffering. It will be carried to next life. So by getting that punishment in this life itself, at least he's cleaning up that karma, and next life, of course, there will be some leftovers. He won't be born as saint, but at least the major chunk is cleaned up. And that's why it says that when the kings used to give punishment for a murderer, that let he be hanged or let he be killed as well, that was actually good because it was based on the Vedic codes. And that's why a soldier is not sentenced to death if he kills on border, because that is his duty. He's doing his duty. Similarly, a judge who gives the decision that this person should be hanged, he is not blamed because he is doing his duty based on the justice codes. Yeah. So that's Krishna is trying to explain him that you have to do your duty. Similarly, it also gives an example. Srila Prabhupada gives an example of a surgical operation as well. So a doctor might have knife in his hand, but if you take that picture and post it, then it will be like, oh my God, is he trying to kill him or something? But actually, he's doing his duty because by doing that procedure, he's possibly going to help him. So use this analogy for other scenarios as well, which we discussed and will understand how to get this particular aspect understood. So although the justice of so we have discussed this, therefore the king's punishment of hanging, yeah. Okay, and I think we are good. So let's try and summarize. We have 10 minutes. So how many chapters are there in Bhagavad Gita? 18. And what are the 3 yogas which are discussed? First one? Karma Yoga. Second one? Bhakti Yoga. And third one? Jnana Yoga. And then in Karma Yoga, we have second chapter, which we were discussing today, verse 21. We discussed about second chapter. Second chapter is, the title of the chapter is Contents of Bhagavad Gita Summarized. So it summarizes the entire Bhagavad Gita in chapter 2. So if you read chapter 2, you will get the essence of it. So please read. So let's look at the 4 things which Bhagavad Gita teaches us, which chapter 2 teaches us. What is Krishna saying in the first part? Guru. Yes. In the second part? Identity. And the third part? 2 duties. And the fourth one is? Atmaram. So Gita, Gita. Remember like that. So Guru, identity, 2 duties, and Atmaram. So that's how we remember this. And I think this is good. And overall, in this verse, Krishna is explaining that don't think that you are killing these people. Don't think that you are killing these people. You are doing your duty. And they will never get killed anyways because they are eternal soul. Yeah? Like that. So let's see if we have any questions. No question? Maybe you have understood everything or you have not understood anything. What is the possibility? Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
In Bhagavad Gita, Arjun had Krishna to tell what's right, what's wrong. In today's world, not everybody is fortunate enough to have the guru right beside them to tell, yes, this is the right choice, or that's not
Yeah. So, that's a very good question. Thank you for asking. But that's why we have Bhagavad Gita. And that's why we have disciplinic succession. So, Krishna gave this knowledge, and that knowledge is passing. So, when Krishna was giving this knowledge to Arjun, he said that I have anyways given this knowledge even before to Ishkvaku. So I have given this knowledge, but you were not there at that time. I mean, you in this body, you don't remember. You were there and I was also there, but you don't remember because he has forgotten because of the birth. But Lord remembers everything. So this knowledge is present, and this knowledge has been passed in the disciplinic succession in a Guru Shishya Parampara. So we still have Guru. We just have to find with a clean heart and with prayers. If we pray to Lord that I need guidance, I'm really serious about this and I need guidance, Guru will appear. So it is said that Guru appears when disciple is ready. So he will appear. And we have this disciplinic succession. We have Srila Prabhupada. So get in touch, and then you see who you connect with, which Guru are you connecting with, and then you decide for yourself. So it is said that we should test our Guru. As Guru tests a disciple should also test the Guru. But once you understand that this is my master, he is the one who I accept as my Guru, then you surrender. But before you surrender, there is a phase where you do your homework. Because even a small thing like when you want to buy a broadband, you do analysis, isn't it? So for small things like that, you Google and you use everything, AI and Chat GPT, Copilot, everything, and do your analysis. For a material thing like that, for Guru, for your spiritual life, for your Nitya Dharma, for your Sanatan Dharma, you have to do that analysis. You have to start trying that, okay, how do I progress from here? What help can I take? We are so blessed and privileged to be in Bhaktivedanta Manor. We have so many brahmacharis here. When you come, talk to one of them and ask them for guidance. I'm sure you will get guidance on that. So though this is material world, it is very difficult. But if we are sincere seekers, there is knowledge available. Yeah. Thank you for asking, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Anyone else? Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
I would like to add to this Prabhuji's question.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji is saying that we don't have Guru next to us. In these days, you can reach Guru at any time, any place, anywhere, with all the devices that we have, with technology. If you take a long time back, they had to have once the Guru will say something, they have to absorb it. There was nothing that written, no notebook, no iPad, no computer, no laptop, nothing. Once. But if you have a Guru, you can reach your Guru anytime. And Guru also should be there, ready to answer your questions. You take whatever you have to tell him and listen to you and guide you. If you have a sincere Guru, you are very bona fide Guru. So you should be very careful, as Mataji said. You should be very careful who we are taking out of Guru. It's not that Guru will see, oh, is this person good to be my disciple? No. You have to do your search. Is this person good to be my Guru? So anything you know, does this Guru, does this person come in the disciplinic succession, in the Guru Parampara? Is he there? Is his name somewhere? Does he connect to Krishna or not? Then you can choose it.
Thank you, Madhuji. Thank you so much. Okay, any other question? Yes, Prabhu.
If you have to initiate a child who does not know Hindi or Sanskrit towards Bhagavad Gita, then is it necessary for the young one to learn the language before he comes towards Bhagavad Gita, or is any other way?
Not required at all. Yeah, everything is there in English. And if not Bhagavad Gita, there are so many small books. There's a wonderful writer, Gauranga Darshan Das. If you search him, he writes children books. And he is actually here. He is based in Mumbai, but he is actually here today. So, there's so much of content available for children as well. So, language is not a barrier. But, this is something which I have done for my child, that when they are young, It's very easy for them to learn something. And Sanskrit is not a language, material language. It is a spiritual language. And these sounds, they have a different level of impact on our system. And they purify our heart in a completely different way. So though they might not understand, it is always advisable that we teach them Sanskrit shlokas. They might not understand. The understanding part can be done in English, and giving them stories. Of course, they wouldn't understand the philosophy now, but there are so many aspects. Like there is a beautiful series called Little Krishna. There's like small children's stories. So let them connect with Krishna through stories first. And once they connect, while they are doing that, in parallel, we also teach them Sanskrit shlokas. Because when they do that at early age, they are a different personality when they grow up. Yeah, so Sanskrit has the shloka itself, the language itself, that can be taught. I mean, you can recite and they would learn quickly. In fact, when me and my daughter, we sit for, she's 13-year-old, but even before, when we start learning some shloka, she used to do in 5 minutes and I used to take 2 days. Because they have very, like, clean slate. So, they learn very nicely. So, young age is when whatever impressions we make in this young age, they really remember. It goes far. I mean, for us, like when we took education, Big Bang theory and Darwin's theory was so much taught that when we read Bhagavatam, at least when I read Bhagavatam, for me, getting that into my head, because I'm brainwashed by this, this Western science, that getting Vedic science in brain is very difficult, because all our knowledge is Mahabharat of, B.R. Chopra and everything. There's so many things. There is difference between that Mahabharat, that scripture which we have grown up seeing, and actual text. So they have done, to a certain extent, and we are grateful that at least we have something which we could watch when we were little. But we can't just say that, oh, this is what might have happened. Scriptures have different connotation. Unfortunately, all our knowledge is based on B.R. Chopra's production and very less on our own reading. So, so Sanskrit definitely for a child, they could hear, you could recite to them, let them have Sanskrit hearing since they are children. And for understanding purpose, you can start telling them story. There's a beautiful book, Krishna. So in that book, there's so many beautiful stories which you can teach them so they are spiritually connected. And we have on Sunday, we have Sunday schools, which is called Krishna Club. So you can enroll them in that, and the teachers will. So my child is definitely a Krishna Club product. So, you can enroll them into there. And we are so blessed and privileged to have such facility available in middle of London. And there's so much which is available to us, which is not, it's just like we have treasure, but we have locked it. And we are not able to explore it. So please take advantage. Please read wherever your Bhagavad Gita is, whichever shelf it is, get it down, remove the dust, remove it from the plastic cover, and pray to that book that please help me to connect with you, and the book will talk to you. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for your patience. We will have Aarti now at 7 o'clock. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
My mom